Today's event represents an important initiative pointing to the need of better data quality, especially when we combine different areas of the world where there are a large share of income which is not collected or not surveyed because of different tradition, different way of organizing administrative data.
There is no evidence to support the narrative that inequality is increasing everywhere in the world. It's certainly increasing in lots of places, but it's also declining in many countries. In fact, on average, in the last few years, within country inequality has been falling.
The report is actually one of the largest, if not the largest, research effort on this issue covering 12 countries. And it has some interesting findings. One of the most interesting things that we found is that inequality in health and education, many of the indicators related to health and education, such as infant mortality, such as primary education, secondary education, there's been a decline in inequality, whether you look at it between gender, whether you look at it between the rich and poor, rural, urban, over the period from 2000 to 2014.
Essentially, what we presented today is a paper about the deroutinization hypotheses that are in the labor economics literature, and we provided a test for these routine technological-based hypotheses on a pool of 35 countries, and we look at the effect that class displacement may have on earnings polarization and on earnings inequality.
Together with Rasha Ramadan, my co-author, we're looking at the impact of immigration and emigration on income inequalities in 4 countries in the Mediterranean region: Spain, Italy, Jordan and Iraq. We find for Spain and Italy that regions which receive more migrants than others also have higher inequalities, especially in the lower parts of the income distribution.
I think the work is really very useful. It talks about inequality of opportunity, of education, evidence from the MENA region. The key messages that we got from the work is that education and inequality gap is declining over time, except for Jordan.
In a large sample of surveys from northern Mediterranean and southern Mediterranean, I find that surveys include a lot of zero incomes and negative incomes, and dealing with them it's not very clear how we should approach them, whether we should change them to zero or keep them as negative or completely remove them from survey or replace them with some positive income values.
Through this collaboration, we enable researchers to do the research very easily and very efficiently, and this wouldn't. And out of this, we are discussing today 8 research papers, and primarily they are about inequality around the Mediterranean. And haven't we had this kind of cooperation, it would have been very, very difficult for the researchers to perform this kind of analysis.